Jude Law is on Hollywood's magic carpet ride, the leading man of the moment. With 6 films out this season, this beguiling British actor will soon be seen everywhere. Lucky for us then, he's so easy on the eye.
It's a really hard thing to talk about, isn't it, the way you look?
You read somewhere that you got so tired of reading about it that made you feel sick.
Did I?
It might have been made up, but...
Well, I'm not going to lose any sleep about it. I mean, it's a compliment, which is lovely.
Better than being told you're ugly, I guess.
I suppose, yeah. I mean, I hope the work I've done stands up a little more than that. You know what I mean?
Ah, yes, I love this city.
Jude Law's latest work is a remake of a classic.
How could a man ever choose to settle down with just one?
If you're under 40, we'll have to introduce you.
Oh, blimey, I'm so rude. I haven't introduced myself. I'm...
Alfie. Alfie. Alfie!
I'm a blessed man.
If you're over 40, you'll recognise him as the cad made famous by Michael Caine in the 1960s smash Alfie.
Sometimes he gets a dead ghoustified look come over his little face. As though we're all sick inside with love or something.
50 if she's a day. I mean, have a look. Beautifully preserved. And a cleavage like the Holland Tunnel.
I quite like doing stuff that scares me, really, and I think...
What scared you about Alfie, for instance?
Well, the fact that it was a remake of a film that I loved and stepping into the shoes, I suppose, of an iconic performance and an iconic kind of character.
Most birds go mad to get hold of a bloke, and the first thing they think of is how to go about changing him, don't they?
But more than anything, it was the challenge. It was whether I could pull it off or not, I suppose, for myself.
And did you?
I was too exhausted by the end to know what I'd done, I think.
On screen, he makes it seem effortless. In The Talented Mr. Ripley, Jude Law simply glowed. It was his first major role in a major film, and his dominating performance won him an Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actor.
Passing through?
Yeah. He was charismatic.
I hope it wasn't cheap, Marge.
Oh, it was.
Magnetic, charming.
Who are you to say anything to me?
When, halfway through the movie, his character Dickie Greenleaf is killed, many thought the film died with him. Jude Law, the star, was born.
It meant a lot. It meant a lot, and it changed, it shifted gears in my life quite considerably.
It also turned this very private man into a very public figure. But if it isn't a matter of just sort of looking over your shoulder every day of your life?
I've stopped bothering, actually.
Yeah.
There's no point, you know. Yeah. Look, they're fascinating, look.
It was meant to be a leisurely chat on the balcony, admiring a rare London in sunshine. But with the paparazzi parked below, we stayed undercover. Although, as it turns out, no one's sure if they're here for Jude or Tom Cruise, another guest at the hotel.
Oh, for collateral?
So they're not there for you at all?
No, they're not.
Like that. There's more than normal down the end.
I tell you, no, look, that's a relief.
Yeah?
Yeah, of course it is.
Come on,
We don't fight and argue over the paps, he can have them.
3 cheers for North Carolina! All right. 3 cheers for the South! Hip, hip, hurrah!
Any hope of privacy was lost when he signed on to star in Cold Mountain. Smouldering love scenes with Nicole Kidman led to a rash of rumours the new leading man had found a new leading lady. You're filming an intense love story for 7 months, and so automatically there's speculation that you and Nicole
It's
are
so
an
predictable.
item.
It's so predictable, isn't it?
So were you expecting that reaction?
No, but I wasn't surprised when it happened. It's like, gossip is more interesting and speculation is more interesting than fact for some reason at the moment, and it's a shame, you know. It's a shame.
You have described it in the past as like being followed by snipers. Did it really get that bad?
Yeah, it still is.
Is it?
Yeah, it really is. I don't want to be kind of moaning and bitching about it because it's so boring in a way, and it's more the intrusion, I suppose, of my children's life and the fact that there don't seem to be any boundaries now. That's where I get very upset and very angry about it.
Do they get upset and angry as well?
Well, no, they're kids. They are incredibly adaptable and forgiving, you know.
You can't talk to Jude Law for long without him mentioning his kids. And at 31, with 3 children, he's an interesting mix of film star and family man. Do they want to get into the movies?
My 7-year-old son is obsessed with the movies and with theatre and performing, but he doesn't want to be famous because he doesn't like all that entails.
Does that sound like someone we know?
Yeah, it does actually.
Jude knew from the age of 6 he wanted to be an actor, treading the boards with a youth theatre group before dropping out of school at 17 for his first big break, a role in a soapie.
I just had no interest in really kind of, I suppose, well, how do you become a star? Do you know what I mean? I mean, there's no, you don't kind of, it's not being a part of a club or anything. It was just, and if it did entail being followed by the paparazzi, then I didn't want it, you know? So I was just doing my job.
I fancy the Bahamas myself.
But the paparazzi had found a fresh target. At 23, on the set of his first film, he fell in love with Sadie Frost, the leading lady, an older woman, and at the time, a much bigger star than him. The magazines went wild, chronicling their courtship, babies, and then last year, their very ugly split. Would you look at the breaking down of your marriage as a byproduct of the downside of celebrity?
No, but you know, divorce is, if anyone knows the downside of life, it's not a very nice thing to go through. But I certainly wouldn't say it's because of celebrity. No.
It's life.
Yeah, it's life.
What's the matter, Alfie?
And life has thrown up love again, this time with 22-year-old Sienna Miller, one of Jude's beautiful co-stars in Alfie. How difficult is it to play opposite your partner?
It's the easiest thing in the world. Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, because you know each other very well. And working in film and in theatre has always so much to do with trust. So, you know, if you work with a partner, you have that trust that goes even further because it's a trust that goes home with you.
Alfie goes through life as a pin-up boy impossible to pin down. He thinks he knows what women want, him, and he claims all men are after just 3 things: face, breasts, bum. FBB men. But are you an FBB man?
Am I an FBB man? Well, not really. Not really. I mean, I certainly have been. But I wouldn't say I am at the moment, no.
So how do you switch that on and off? Isn't that an attraction?
It's a period in your life, I think. I think that the interesting thing about Alfie is that everyone, every gender, has been through a period in their life where they've kind of indulged themselves in experiencing the world through their desires, through their appetites, and I'm like anyone else. I'm certainly had a period of life like that, but it's not really something that's sort of relevant anymore.
To be paid to do what you love. Ain't that the dream?
With films like Road to Perdition, Jude Law has done his best not to be typecast as the pretty boy of the big screen. But no matter the disguises, the techniques, he can't hide the languid charm that has him compared to Cary Grant. Quintessentially, do you think that there's something old-fashioned about you?
Goodness. I don't think so. Perhaps a little bit. Again, it's more probably something I dig up at work rather than I certainly don't tap dance around the kitchen.
You should try it, it's fun.
Is it?
Jude Law may not be old-fashioned, but one of his latest movies is. In Sky Captain and The World of Tomorrow, he teams up with Gwyneth Paltrow in a cartoon-like adventure out to save the world.
Who is this guy?
Sky Captain mimics movies of another time. For Jude, that's its magic.
You be nice.
It just seems sad that kind of film more and more nowadays slips into the world of drugs and guns and sex and violence, and the heroes are kind of recovering alcoholic, or he's, you know, a bad cop who's trying to do the right thing, or, you know what I mean? And it was like cut out of a really innocent, straightforward, old-fashioned, swashbuckling kind of mould, you know?
What's it all about, Alfie?
The infectious Alfie's too self-centred to work out what it's all about.
Too bad I love you.
Oh, thanks, babe.
But maybe with a new love, a skyrocketing career and great looks, it's an easier question for Jude Law.
Alfie. Oh.
When it comes to life, love, success, what's it all about?
Well, that's what I keep asking myself. I don't know. I wish I knew the answer. You have to ask Michael Caine. I think he's figured it out. It's about being happy, isn't it, really? Finding what makes you happy.
Have you found it?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, sure.
So what are you missing?
Oh, what am I missing at the moment? I don't know. I'm being very cagey.
You're
aren't I?
being very elusive. I mean, can you really sit here and say you don't have it all?
I'm certainly incredibly lucky in that I'm doing a job that I love, and it's all going well at the moment, touch wood, and I've got 3 healthy, beautiful children, and you know, I come from a very happy family, I suppose. Yeah, all right, I've got it all. There you go.
Hello, I'm Sarah Abo. Thanks for watching. To keep up with the latest from 60 Minutes Australia, make sure you subscribe to our channel. You can also download the 9Now app for full episodes and other exclusive 60 Minutes content.